So this is a quick video on one of the anticipated difficulties that students may have with the topic of cutting in embankments of inclined planes, and more specifically we're going to focus on the principle of where to draw the semicone and how big to make it. So the example we're going to look at here is from the book, and it's the first example that the book goes through. So we can see that the road is 12 meters wide, 6 meters from each side of the centre line, and we can see here the key to this question is the road rises at a ratio of 1:15. So basically this means that for the road rises by 1 meter for every 15 meters travelled on the contour map. So using this information we can find the point where we're going to build our semicone or where we're going to place it. So we need to find this point C here, and the way we do this is by using our ratio of 1:15. So if we need to find, as stated here, point C needs to be a multiple of 5. So we're going to try to find this 10 meter high cone here, which is this one here in the picture. So the way we find this is by multiplying both of these here by 10, as we're trying to find a 10 meter high cone. So this here is our 10 meters high, and then if we multiply this we get 150 meters. So that means we need to come out from point A here 150 meters in order to get our cone, which is 10 meters high. So now we have our point C here. This is where we're going to draw the semicone. So we can draw a line out here just to both sides of the road. So just extend our point C here by 6 meters each side. Now we have our point here, which we're going to draw our fill cones for, as it is an embankment. So as it's a fill cone, we draw it at the high end of the formation here, which is the top of the road. As we can work back from here using our tangent line, which we're going to find now, after we found our cone. So now we found where to draw our cone, we need to decide how big to make it. And basically what we do here is we're going to use our ratio for an embankment. So our ratio for an embankment is 1:1.5. If it was a cut, it would be the ratio of 1:1, but here we're dealing with embankment, so it's 1:1.5. So now in order to find how big to make our cone, we just use this ratio here with the information we've been given. So for a rise of 1 meter, we have a horizontal distance of 1.5. So as we've come up 10, we multiply our 1 here in the ratio by 10, which is obviously going to give us our height here, and then we need to find this distance here, our radius, as how far to come out. So we just multiply the 1.5 by 10, and we get a radius of 15. So basically now we have this radius here. We're going to use our compass to draw our fill cone on both sides. So now we found where to draw the semicone and we know how big to make it. We have drawn our two cones in. What we can do now is draw our tangent here from our cone back to our starting point A, and we can continue on with the question.